everyone, this is NC Lord, and we're going to talk to the think tank in this episode. We can't draw our weapons because the pacification field had kicked in.
Breaking news! Talking lobotomite arrives. Oh? Stop the presses! Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Robco tech on your arm? It is! What's your agenda bringing that in here? How dare... Ooh. Worry about house?
Gives the same
Why would
response.
I do that? And him and his dirty girl butts. Don't even get me started on the... Great. What do you... Zero's my name. Truth be... It's just... What? Did... Oh, who am I deceiving? Well, of course it does. That's the most lethal of mathematics. That's pretty cool, actually. Destroyer of numbers. I like your solution. The make a zero and all the think tank. They won't be able to escape it. Thank. Yep. Yep. Supposedly, he has even larger models, even a...
The giant robo-scorpion. And the pervert.
You are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear. Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me. Will you? Yes. Like... What? I don't... Ooh. Thank... It is the pacification field emitters that are broadcasting into the emptiness of your skull.
Well, let's talk to Boros. Sorry, Dr. A. Here we go. He gives us ammo. already found that shit.
The lobotomite and... Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you... Drama? Unless, of course... As I learned in my high school, American High, AHS, drama is... So, in any event... Indeed. No, such...
Alright.
Did you retrieve the... Why, if you wish to know more... What? No, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful. Yes, yes. Yes, I know how these... If you remember... Oh. Yes. I've got it. The cardiac... I have it. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency, and the stealth suit to bypass the forbidden zone. Was that my plan? It must have been. I mean, technically, these items could all be used to put you back together once you had your brain. But for now, the door should be... And that message...
Alright, let's go, folks. We're gonna go fight Mobius. I should repair my weapon. I'm surprised I didn't do this earlier. I'll do it on the way. I need some stems.
Might I be of service?
No stems? Are you shitting me? Oh, that sucks. Well, everyone, whether I'll be committing genocide in the next video or not is up to many people. Alright, let's see, where are we going? Oh, by the way, I'm just gonna adjust a couple things real quick. Display. Let's go blue. That's better. I was getting kind of sick of the white look. I suppose we can make a quick stop to Higgs Village. Stripe isn't there to fight us. I think we've uncovered literally every location. In a bit. Oh. Worthwhile. Alright, everyone. We'll be fighting the deadly Robo-Scorpion.
Prepare to be attacked by Dr. Mobius!
Okay, maybe I won't be fighting the Robo-Scorpion head on. Searching through a trash heap for all the... I'm surprised there wasn't more ammo and stuff in here. I must have a cybernetic that gives me the ability to use Stealth Boy without having Stealth Boy. There we go. It's kind of funny you can't use the robotic expert perk on the thing. Alright, time to deal with Mobius. Should be somewhere around here. That's where my brain is. My brain's apparently sleeping, which is ridiculous.
I'm imagining all sorts of
Just getting some stuff. Holy shit, that's a lot of antennas. These things are worth $20 a pop. You Even though my character has, like, literally, you know, max stats. Free weightless mentats. Free weightless mentats, folks. How the hell would they even drink cola? I get that they can put drugs in their systems, presumably diluting it through some special, you know, thing in there. Whatever.
Hmm? Oh, hello there. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing, you're here Oh. After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I. Do you? And tell you what, the ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities. Please be my... Oh. Well, every scientist needs an army. Mine came to me... How scary, I thought. But they had survived when nothing else... Then I thought, what if they shot energy bolts and acted as walking eyes and data-drained computers and acted as bullhorns? Then I... Oh, I was... As... Did I? You and your... Someone's... I must have... Like the... Now... The radar... I suspect I... Oh, Dr. O, which is actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't... They have... It was a... Really?
I don't even know how we know it's spelled. Like, they never wrote their names down, I guess.
There have been...
Yeah, like... You know, that's... Alright. Let's see. Here we go. Character should be like, look how fast my character will move now. Light armor with light touch, all that. Really fast, huh? The only time I go faster is when I'm sprinting. Okay, let's get to the door. Alright, let's, come on. The hell? Oh. I'm not doing that crap. I'm doing that. Let's see.
Sir is looking exceptionally sharp today, if Sir will permit the compliment.
Yeah, well, Sir is going to get some stim packs. Almost forgot I can buy them from the Sierra Madre vending machine. I bet some of you in the comments down below were like, just use the machine. I'm like, oh shit, sorry I forgot. Like, you know. Nothing in there. Okay, let's stash some stuff in here. I'll keep one heavy weapon. Alright, let's go. Oh. I'll just give this stupid jukebox.
Was the haps? Was the haps?
There we go. Now I'm ready. We're just gonna leave the think tank to their own devices. Can't even run.
What are you doing back?
Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry about that, folks. I actually fucked this video up a little bit. I'm supposed to talk to my brain, he makes some funny comments, and, you know. Alright, where's the forbidden zone? There we go. Also, I'm gonna update. You know what? Mobius is useless. We're killing him. You know what? Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're killing Mobius. Everyone get ready. I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna blast that fucker apart. Well, I'm gonna try to disable him first, but then I'm gonna blast him. I don't think you can deactivate think tanks.
I'm having them.
Alright. Alright, let's...
protons attached to the neutron. The neutron's attached to the meson. Meson's connected to the... Think you could hide from me? Yeah. So easy.
There. I just killed Mobius. Everyone be happy. Mobius is dead. So me backtracking actually counted for something, and I accidentally clicked on a few items. Hold on a second. This mouse, man. There. Stop my brain.
Well, look who... Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie? Oh, had I? What exactly will you do if I don't? Not put me back in that cranial dungeon you call your head? Heavens forbid. Well, I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to Newvegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a I most certainly am not. I'm the seat of all those... glad. Well, look, it's all a very... Oh... I'm not... Look, in your head, I've... Do you know how much more you... I suppose there might... Well, unfortunately, even we would have to make use of... Personally, I think...
There we go, I got my brain. Get your brain back. The whole concept of the DLC. Get your brain back. I might just kill the think tank, I'm not too sure. The thought is tempting. Let's go kill them. Before we do that confrontation.
You require some additional...
There we go.
You require some additional... You require some additional...
like that sound effect better than the other one they use for cybernetics.
You require some additional service. You require some additional...
I'm gonna save right now, and then
Well,
we're gonna redo my traits. And maybe we'll use some diplomacy.
You require some additional service. Concerned about the state of your mind, I should make you aware that the benefits of such a procedure are...
And for life. Who the hell would get that? These are added, obviously. Conduit radiation. Diabetic. Near-death experience. I guess I can't get that. Yeah. What the hell is this? Oh, not that. I'm gonna keep the skilled one. I don't know what happens with that, but we'll see. I'm looking for loose cannon. There we go. Let's look at my skills to make sure nothing interfered with. Okay, good. That looks about right. I mean, could I could literally just go like this, couldn't I?
I will blast you.
That's if I just want to kill everyone. I don't want to take that approach. We already killed the bad guy. Let's just have these perfectly good scientists working for us. Wouldn't that just be the better option? Rather than waste the lives of perfectly good scientists. Alright, let's talk to them.
The lobotomite... I recommend... Now... And what could we... With it, we can... And we... Nonsense! Silence!
You know what? And the lobotomy. You know what?
How? You did. For you.
As long as you don't kill us, which I could. I could turn around and kill them at any point. And, you know, I think that room's gonna have this red tint from now on. Alright, everyone, it's the ending to this game.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The Sync Central Intelligence Unit was impressed by the amount of exploration the courier had undertaken. Facilities believed lost, destroyed, or ones that had simply gotten up and walked to new locations had been rediscovered by its intrepid new master. Internally, the artificial personality debated as to whether it preferred the old management to the new, and concluded that the courier's thorough approach to research and investigation was admirable and worthy of its respect.
The Forbidden Zone continued to be, true to its name, forbidden. No more robo-scorpions were sighted in its canyons. Big Mountain became even emptier, devoid of Dr. Mobius's proclamations forecasting the destruction of anything that dared possess sentience. Still, it is said he lived on in the equations inscribed on the floor and walls of the Forbidden Zone dome. A cobweb tracery of symbols that told of 1,000 brilliant thoughts, now lost to time.
The Sync atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The biological research station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours.
Who would have thought a plant system
The
would be
garden
so
sent back a
perverse?
polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat. One of them eventually transferred to the Lightwave Dynamics plant, and began a long, unrequited affair with one of the holograms.
The thing continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magnetohydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean. Once it learned of the innovative toxins plant, however, it gained new purpose. It sought to develop antitoxins to flush into its drains and counteract the poisons bleeding into the soil.
I love the toaster.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub. Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind old Jefferson, with sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2910. If you didn't hear about it, good. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names once too often and was soon left in the dark.
How the hell would that even work?
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, yet sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X-8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was,
It's kind of funny.
or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after, the stealth suit had left it without so much as a note on the nightstand. So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
Dr. Klein and the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside. They looped through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word. The world outside belonged to the courier, and if anyone would shape it, well, the courier had already called dibs.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues. It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, old world blues took on a new meaning. Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia,
It became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope.
At least for
and
now.
hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The Sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained,
They're
and it
obviously
was one the
referring to
courier
Lonesome Road.
had to walk alone.
Everyone, this has been NC Lord. I hope you enjoyed that video.